Welcome in, everybody. Preseason Pinfall Party right here on the Region Sports Network, where the Region comes to wrestle. Michael Brenner here along with the birthday boy today, Zach Miller. So we got him some wonderful treats from our local Strachan Van Til. So happy birthday to you, Zach. But welcome in the Athletic Performance Factory. How are you today?
It's been a great day today here, Michael. I mean, I really don't think I could spend my birthday any better way than being right here.
Yeah, the Athletic Performance Factory. We got the pinfall party.
A lot of great food. I mean, we had Domino's Pizza was providing all the pizzas here today. We had Buffalo Wild Wings providing all the chicken wings for us today. I mean, I don't think we could eat really any better than what we have here today.
No, it's been a feast for
everyone. You got to bring up food, and it's always. I mean, you always let the.
I wasn't going to go there. You went there, but that works. But happy to be by your side and spend a little time of your birthday with you. But more importantly, we've gotten to talk to some of these wonderful wrestlers and getting ready for the upcoming season here around Northwest Indiana. So many different teams making their way here to the Athletic Performance Factory. Got some great interviews earlier in the day. We've been talking to coaches as well. We'll have plenty more teams that we're going to be talking to over the course of this afternoon, kind of getting you set for the upcoming season. I know you've been to a lot of these tournaments as well. What makes wrestling in this area different than the other sports that we cover here on the Region Sports Network?
It's the passion. It's such a close-knit, tight community here in Northwest Indiana. It's a community that comes out for every single tournament, every meet, early mornings, late nights. It's a community that doesn't stop. They give every ounce they got. It's as passionate as a community for any sport you're going to find anywhere in the country.
Yeah, there's no question about it. I have kind of watched from afar and marveled at everything that happens over the course of these days. I know they turn into very long days and long matches, but a lot of this very close-knit community, which is a lot of fun to be able to see as well. And just kind of, watching through as some of the wrestlers have come in and out and going through the food. And as you said, Domino's and B-Dubs helping us out here, feed all these athletes because, they're trying to make weight or whatever the case may be. So partaking in a lot of that. So we're going to step aside for just a minute. And when we come back, we'll have some interviews with some of the schools that are here at the moment. So stay tuned. We've got more from the preseason pinfall party right here on the Region Sports Network, where the Region comes to wrestle.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Sir.
Welcome to the preseason pinfall party here live at the Athletic Performance Factory here in Highland on the Region Sports Network, where the Region comes to wrestle. I'm Zach Miller, and joining me right now is some Highland Trojans, some members of the Highland Trojans wrestling team. How are y'all doing? Good. Live here in Highland. I mean, this has been a really fun event here today. We've had a bunch of different schools from around the area come here, enjoy some food, and get some spotlight for the teams here while we've been doing some interviews with the wrestlers and coaches. I wanted to ask you guys to start going into the season. What have you all done one by one in the offseason to prepare you for this upcoming season?
I have been taking it easy. I tore my ACL in March, so I'm on ACL recovery and hopefully be cleared by next month to start girls' season. So hopefully that'll go all smoothly. Just trying to get over this, and so I can go back and use it.
Try this one.
I've been going to practice every day and trying to get tournaments in to get some matches in before season starts.
Huh?
I've been going to practices in the gym, and I went to a few tournaments.
So I play football, so I just been in football really. But then when I can, I go to some practices.
I was gonna say, how does football translate to wrestling, going from that season to this season?
Like the conditioning for wrestling is way different than for football. So conditioning has a big part in it, transferring from football to wrestling. But other than that, it's good. It's fine.
Okay, for all of you, how is the sport of wrestling? When did you all start, and how has it shaped how you approach your lives now in your everyday?
I started in first grade because I was too aggressive for soccer. Yeah, it kind of shaped me to who I am today. I mean, the discipline it takes, the passion it takes, it just kind of consumes you, and that's what I fell in love with to continue this for the rest of my years.
I started in 7th grade, and it made me have more discipline in my life, and I could do things more efficiently because I had to make a schedule more happen.
I started in 7th grade too.
You're all good.
It I don't know, it helped me get better discipline and stronger minded, I would say.
Huh?
Yeah, I started when I was 8 or 9, and yeah, it had a really big impact just because just the mindset you need for wrestling is just different from really any other sport, and it just really changes.
If you had to describe your team's personality, the Highland Trojans as a whole, how would you describe it in one word or a couple words?
And how many words?
A couple words, anything?
Let's start.
I would say, for general, I feel all teams are hardworking. We're a little funky, I would say. I don't know. That's just our personalities
we like goofing around.
Yeah, that we have on our team. Otherwise, I don't know. We're pretty normal, I would say. I feel all schools are all different, but we have our own little things that make us different. So.
For each of you, who's one coach, one teammate, one person that's helped you more than anybody or more than most on your journey while wrestling?
Probably either my practice partners or especially Mark Maldonado when he took over.
Probably my first wrestling coach, which is Adam, because he made me like wrestling as much as I did.
I would say it'd be Mark Maldonado. He makes me he doesn't make me go to him, but he would help me sign up for tournaments and stuff when I didn't know how to.
Yeah, I would say Mark Maldonado, and then the region coaches had a real big part on me, and then my practice partner right here.
If there was one person, athlete, celebrity, anybody that you could wrestle, who would it be?
I would say probably Helen Maroulis because I've looked up to her for my entire life.
I would wrestle Kennedy Blades because I looked up to her a lot, and she was more closer in our age.
I would wrestle Jordan Burroughs. I like his double.
I'll probably go Bo Bassett just because his mindset.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alrighty, if there's one thing you could tell somebody that's an outsider from wrestling and doesn't understand that they wouldn't understand is as hard as it is about the sport, what would it be?
I'd probably tell them about just being in the room, the mindset you have to do, how you have the limits that you have to push, because I feel it's not like any other sport. It's you're on the brink of I wouldn't say almost falling apart basically because you have to push yourself so hard.
Or you have to have priorities because you have to have a priority to be in the room and go to practice and over other things hanging out with friends.
What was the question?
You forgot the question?
If there was one... Well, I forgot the question, too. No, I was going to say, what was, oh my goodness, I forgot it myself.
One thing that you have to tell someone
Yes, I apologize. Yes, one thing you want to tell an outsider, if there's something they don't understand about the sport themselves, but you understand wrestling yourself, what would you tell them that they don't understand is as hard as it really is?
I feel like the conditioning is like really hard, but because like it's very like mental. Like I don't know, it's all mental, but like it can break you down. You just gotta have like the strength to push through it. Because I feel like a lot of people, like new wrestlers, quit because like they'll go to like that first practice and they'll be like, oh, this is too hard.
Yeah, I feel like the main thing is the mindset. Like, you just need that, I guess you could say, wrestler mindset to be a wrestler, I guess you could say.
And then for all of you, finally, what's two goals, one individually and one as a team, that you want to achieve at the end of the season?
I would say hopefully I win my 4th state title. That's my goal. For the team-wise, I think boys and girls, I feel like we can bring people much farther like into the season. So hopefully for girls, there's a lot more people that make it to state. Boys, same. But it just hopefully everyone gets better this season.
I would like to place at state this year and for more people from our school to join our team and see how it is.
For my individual goal, I would love to go to state to qualify. And like as a team, I would love for us to win conference.
Yeah, basically just what he said, make it to state, and then for our team to just go as far as they can and win what they can.
Great. Thank you all for your time here, and make sure to go down there and enjoy some more food. We're going to have some more interviews with a couple more teams here live at the Athletic Performance Factory here for the preseason pinfall party on the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work. You're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Old Man Winter is just around the corner, and that means temperatures will soon begin to drop. And a region winter is not the time to be left out in the cold. The professionals at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling can tune up that old furnace or install a new unit that can last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable this winter, and with 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, 219-923-4441. Or for more info, the website is forajobdoneright.com.
Attention night owls, it's your time to dine. Come to the dark side of B-Dubs. Head to your local Buffalo Wild Wings after 9 p.m. for B-Dubs After Dark and score saucy, select $4 food and drink meals from our late night menu until close. That's daily, 9 p.m. to close. Beer deals available all day at participating locations. Taxes and other fees, including service fees, might apply. Dine in only. Please drink responsibly. Offer may vary by location and may not be available in all states and locations. Void where prohibited by law. Thank you to Buffalo Wild Wings of Northwest Indiana, in particular Highland and Sherrville, for coming through today. They provided 1,000 chicken wings for all the kids and coaches, and we've had so many, we were even able to feed the families and the parents. So thank you to everyone at BW3s.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craftworkers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it. thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana Kentucky Apprenticeship, the best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step towards your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Now at Domino's Pizza, famous for having the best pizza, pick up a large one-topping pizza for just $7.99. Available at all 16 Northwest Indiana locations. Hungry? Try the all-new Parmesan Stuffed Crust Pizza. To find the location nearest you, visit Domino's.com.
Move over Friday. We're making Thursdays the best day of the week. Every Thursday, enjoy buy one, get one free boneless wings with takeout or delivery from B-Dubs. Ready to score double the sauce for half the price? Buy one, get one of equal value. Free boneless wings on Thursday. It's not valid with any other offer. Size exclusions may apply, and it's while supplies last. Limit 1. Delivery and takeout available at participating locations for a limited time. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Valid only for orders placed through BW3's app and website. Again, thank you to everybody at BW3's in Highland and Cherville for supplying chicken wings, boneless wings today, 1,000 of them for all the guests in attendance. So I'll turn it over to Zach Miller now. We've got the Griffith girls ready to go.
Welcome here to the preseason pinfall party here from the Athletic Performance Factory. We have the Griffith High School girls wrestlers here representing Griffith High School. How are we doing, ladies?
I'm good. How are you?
We're doing good. It's been a great day here at the Athletic Performance Factory. Got some good food and whatnot. I'm just going to ask you all three some few questions about the season, what you're doing before the season, everything you're prepping, all those intricacies. So to start, I want your names, your year, and how long you've been wrestling.
Madeline Zamitis. I'm a senior, and I've been wrestling since my sophomore year.
My name is Miriam Velez. I'm a junior, and this is my second year wrestling.
I am Alyssa Verchek. I'm a junior in high school, and this is my second year wrestling too.
I'm going to ask for each of you, what did you three do this off season, and how has it prepared you for this upcoming season?
I'm not going to lie. I've been to what I can for, preseason, but I've been at work a lot because, I do a lot of things outside of wrestling, so it's kind of hard to just focus on that. But I've stayed fit, at least for the season,
Along with Alyssa, I also have been wrestling and trying to come to the workouts that I can. But in off-season, I've been in volleyball as well and just kind of, trying to get ready for the season, lifting and whatever you can.
I've been in the gym pretty much every day over the summer and the whole off season, and I've been going to pretty much every practice that they've been having and team lifting. So that's what I've been doing to get ready.
What is your favorite thing about being a wrestler?
I'd say probably it makes you feel different because it's very different from other sports, considering, especially since we're girls, and since the male-dominated sport, if you're a girl wrestler, everyone knows, and it's what you're known for.
I think along with Maddie, it's kind of that it is a male-dominated sport, so you really feel like your personality as a whole is kind of like a wrestler, but also that, especially in now today day and age, it's kind of growing, so it's kind of something you feel really proud about, that it's something that's expanding and there's actually teams growing and it's not just individuals, it's becoming a real big program, and it's really something to be proud of.
My favorite thing about being a wrestler is definitely because it's different. It's a different sport from what all the other ladies do, like volleyball or softball, even though I've done those in the past. It's just different because a lot of the girls, cheerleaders, be like, oh, you wrestle? It's cool because, like they said, it's a male-dominated sport. You don't see a lot of girls wrestling. And now there's, a bunch of girls teams coming through. So I think it's super cool.
Yeah, how do you three think about the transition from the past 2 years, where now this is the second season where it's been an IHSA sanctioned sport?
I've been here before them, and when I first started off, we only had 4 girls, and I remember going on WJOB with them, and now I'm here, and it's just crazy to see like how many more girls we have and how much we've progressed and like how we've actually become a team, and it's like crazy to watch.
I think along with that, even though last season was my first season, it was still kind of, we had a smaller amount of girls, and I think from last year to this year growing to see how many girls we actually have, I think it's a really great thing because we have so many more opportunities going to be able to give into us this year, and just the experience for more girls to get to grow in it and experience it with us if they're new as well, just like we are.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have much to say because I wasn't here when Maddie was, when she was actually wrestling with the boys. But even today, still in the room, we get to experience wrestling with the boys because it's a one sport. Everybody's together and it's not separated anymore. But it's fun, you know, wrestling with the boys, it helps you because you're prepared for things that girls might not be able to do or things that girls don't know yet. So I think it's fun.
Who's been some of the biggest influences in your wrestling career up to this point?
I would definitely say Kennedy Blaze and Amit Eller. I think that's her name. They've been like some of the leading like female wrestlers, and it's just amazing to see like what they've done and like just look up to them. And a senior from 2 years ago, Paula Villarreal, she was someone I looked up to because she was the only girl on the team. So it was cool to see like what she had done, and now I feel like I'm in her place kind of as a senior, as the only girl senior, and it's just like a full circle moment to like kind of be a part of.
I think I have a few. Yes, Paola Villarreal, she was a graduate series ago. I think it was more that everybody kind of knew her to be a wrestler, and she was a really good one. So it's like kind of being the only girl it's like super good at, and it's like that's her sport, and it's the only sport she really plays, so she's really good at. And then Alexandra Pastaic, even though she's in the room with us, and then Juliana Ocampo. It's really cool watching them wrestle, especially for them. It's something they've been doing their whole lives. Really admire that.
I have a few. Within our program, I would say Aubrey. She just graduated. She was our only senior last year, and she made a lot of progress. I think she started her sophomore or junior year. She wasn't in it for long, but she made such a big impact. But like locally, girls that I wrestle in my weight class that I can barely wrestle, like Emmeline Moore, she is so good. She goes to the gym. She's ripped, man. She's awesome. And I want to be like her, to be able to work out and pursue what you can within your sport. And our coach, of course, Coach Paycheck, I can't say it right. I call him Paycheck. He helps a lot. He's very sweet with us, but he always pushes us to be our best, definitely. So,
are you superstitious at all? Is there any superstitions you need to do before a match?
I feel like if I don't listen to music or I don't like get myself in like the right headspace, like if I don't hype myself up, then I won't do as well. Like I always have an AirPod in right before a match, and I'm like usually rushing to my mat because I've been like in the corner like jumping around.
I feel like it's not really a superstition. It's kind of like a feeling about like just kind of reminding myself of what I can do and like why I am where I am, and mostly because of my team. I feel like those are just kind of my superstitions.
Yeah, I don't have a superstition, but like she said, a feeling. I feel like I just need to have my hair done of some sort because a ponytail, it doesn't cut it. It doesn't cut it. So this is our team braider right here. So I feel like I need her to do my hair before a game to wrestle good. I need to, you know what they say, feel good, look good.
Okay.
So
if there's any sentence or phrase that you could use to describe your team's culture and personality in a few words, what would it be?
We're definitely an interesting bunch. I'm looking at that group over there, behind the camera. Rowdy. We're definitely, yeah.
Definitely rowdy.
We got yelled at for something the other day.
Not going to explain that, but definitely rowdy. I'd say bold as well. We have a really bold team. A lot of characters that fill our room, but we love them and they're great. They're really big characters. It's a really big part to our program.
I don't really know. I know one word, improvement. I feel like, man, there's like wrestlers now that like we had 2 state qualifiers last year. And I don't know. I think we've improved a lot, and everybody's unified, kind of not unified, but like a group. I'm not good at explaining things, but I think you all get the point.
No, that works. And then finally, what for individually and for your team, what are some goals that you'll say at the end of the season, this is a successful year?
So what goals we have?
Yeah, for individual goals and team goals, what would make it justify a successful year at the end of the year?
I say individually, I want to at least make it to regionals this year. Like, I want to make it to state, but I feel like regionals at least. And then I feel like as a team, we want to have more girls qualify for regionals, sectional, state, and I don't know.
I think for personal goals, I would like to say make to state, but I am a second year. I think regionals kind of had me last year, but I think it's not really where I am at. I think it's the kind of milestones that I hit, like per one, and how I go about it, because I think each dedication to each kind of goal is really hard, and it's a really big thing to push towards each person. And then kind of for like our team-wide goals, like Maddie said, I think kind of having all our girls place for sectionals and just hitting the milestones with them, becoming a new team, getting to bond. And I think hitting those milestones is really going to show improvement and that we're actually bonded together and that we have a good team this year.
So for personal goals, I obviously want to do what I did last year. For first year, I was a match away from state, but pushing past there, I do want to make it to state. For our team, I hope for everybody to at least make it out of sectionals. If not, do well at sectionals. Get more women to regionals on our team. And then for our underclassmen, I hope they can go to freshman, sophomore. I think that's kind of off season, but
it's still really
it's a good thing. Yeah. And we also want to fill more gaps within our weight classes because we kind of had like limited spots.
We kind of had a couple
gaps last year there was some gaps, but we got a much bigger team this year. So I think, we're going to show them. Be ready.
Be ready for the Griffith Panthers. That was some representatives from the Griffith girls wrestling team. When we come back from this break, we're going to have some more teams here from the Athletic Performance Factory for the preseason pinfall party on the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle.
Earn while you learn from the best hands in the business. The Bricklayers Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. That's right, this is a paid apprenticeship.
I'm getting an education while learning a trade and getting paid for it.
The thing that surprised me the most about this apprenticeship program is the respect I have received after the proper time and training.
Classes start soon, so apply now. There are training centers throughout Indiana and Kentucky. We are the Bricklayers and Allied Craft Workers for Indiana, Kentucky Apprenticeship. The best hands in the business.
Calling all current and future homeowners in the Northwest Indiana area. Whether you're buying or selling, Brent Wright is here to make your real estate journey smooth and successful. With years of experience, personalized service, and a deep knowledge of the market, Brent will help you find the perfect place or get the best deal for your property. Call today at 219-406-7195 and take the first step toward your real estate goals. Contact Brent Wright, the right way to buy and sell real estate.
Now at Domino's Pizza, famous for having the best pizza, pick up a large one-topping pizza for just $7.99. Available at all 16 Northwest Indiana locations. Hungry? Try the all-new Parmesan Stuffed Crust Pizza. To find the location nearest you, visit Domino's.com.
Welcome back to the Region Sports Network, our preseason pinfall party right here. Today we're the Athletic Performance Factory. The region has come to wrestle. Gentlemen, we welcome you in here from the Griffith wrestling team, the boys' side of things. Appreciate you coming out this afternoon, giving up a little time on a Sunday to hang out. Let's go ahead and just do quick introductions. You can grab that microphone. Just do a quick who you are and maybe your year, and then maybe how long you've been involved in wrestling.
I'm Zach Kenny. I'm a Griffith wrestling senior, and I've been wrestling probably since I was like 7 years old or so.
I'm Remy Davis, and I'm a junior, and I've been probably wrestling for 4 years long.
My name's Jeffrey Fleming.
I'm a senior, and I've been wrestling for about 6 years.
I'm Joey Gonzalez. I'm a senior. I've been wrestling since I was 14.
Okay, perfect. I know he's already trying to cheat and look at my my notes over here. He's trying to look off my paper to see which question I'm going to ask, but I don't have to necessarily stick to this. He's trying to plan ahead. He's trying to think of his answers ahead of time. That's a smart move. I like it. All right, so you guys have been wrestling for quite a while. The season's on its way here before you know it. How has the off-season been? What have you been doing to keep the weight and just keeping everything tuned up the way it's supposed to?
Well, for my off season, I've been at RWA Region Wrestling Academy, and I've been going there for probably I think it's probably 2 months now. And then for my weight, usually in the off season, I bulk up, I lift weights, and then I've been pretty consistent with that too.
Cool.
For my off season, I had knee surgery, so
that's fun.
I've been just laying in bed basically.
Okay. Is it weird that I'm like a slight bit jealous of that? Like, just to get to lay in bed all the time? It's not the fun recovery, but...
For my off season, I was outside a lot, and I went to the gym. And for my weight, I just do a lot of cardio.
For mine, I've just been wrestling at Elite. And, yeah, my weight has gone up, man. That's it, man.
We're not going to talk about it. All right, sounds good. Yeah. All right. So once the season gets going, there's a lot that goes into the season. The practices and going to all these tournaments. What is your favorite tournament to wrestle in once you kind of get the season going? What is your favorite event to go, or favorite school that you'd like to go to, other than Griffith, obviously?
You said during season?
Yeah, during season. Yeah.
Well, my favorite tournament, it's always got to be sectionals.
Okay.
It's the most important. You win, or you lose, you're out. You win, keep going. So, yeah, it's probably sectionals every time.
Mine's probably Harvest. It's a pretty good tournament, and yeah, it's just fun.
Yeah, perfect.
My favorite tournament is probably when we go to Bishop Chatard, because there's just a lot of different people that we don't usually get to wrestle.
Mine is probably Lake County. It's pretty fun. So, yeah.
All right, I was asking earlier some question, or one thing that kind of a lot of athletes will do is they have that one particular song or a genre of music that kind of gets them in the mood, gets them hyped and locked in. Is that kind of the pre-match routine? Are you listening to music, or are you doing something else? And if it is music, what family-friendly song is it? They're going to have to think in their heads a little bit.
Yeah, it's definitely always something you need. I don't think I've ever been to a tournament without my headphones. It's important. I don't have like a certain song. I listen to like Radiohead, Deftones, stuff like that.
All right, so that's helping you lock in.
Yeah.
All right.
For me, I probably never listen to music during warm-ups. Never. I just like the sound of the tournament and stuff, and that's about it.
Okay.
Yeah, for me, it's warming up, just rolling around on the mat, just getting my head straight, and just planning out the day.
I'll keep like Deftones, so listen to Deftones and like Lunatic Fringe, like that song. It's pretty chill. Yeah.
Okay. What is the thing right before a match or before you get off the bus or something? What is the one thing you have to do to know that it's going to be a good match coming up? Like one thing that you have to do pre-match, whether it's listening to the music or got to do stretches, or if there's some kind of, everybody's got a unique thing that they have to do, what would that be?
Well, I think the most important thing before a tournament is definitely your mindset. If your mindset's not in the right place, no matter how good of a wrestler you aren't going to do good at the tournament. And I feel like the most important thing, other than like stretching and getting a good warm-up, of course, is like what you eat. Because like eating heavy and like fatty things like chocolate milk or something like that, it's like it'll throw your game off completely.
Okay.
It'll affect you like halfway through the tournament.
So what are you eating on match day?
I always start off right after I weigh in. It's always electrolytes, water, and then I'll go from protein, so I could have energy throughout the thing. And then carbs are the most important. Without carbs, you're gonna shut down like halfway through the tournament. So
you're just like holding like pasta in your pocket or something and pulling that out, or what are we?
Just like benefit bars, protein bars.
Okay. Some people said PB&J.
Yeah, PB&Js have those a lot, and then fruit's a lot of carbs. So
nice. Anybody else?
For me, I like to walk up and down the mat and shake out my legs a lot. And then, yeah, you gotta just eat good at wrestling tournaments. Like, I like Uncrustables.
Okay, perfect.
For me, I just stretch, make sure I'm loose, and because you never want to go on a mat feeling too tight and like not be able to maneuver how you want to.
Definitely like getting your mental right, like he said, and just getting a good warm up. Honestly, make sure like you don't eat too heavy, and just stay loose. Yeah.
So are you staying locked in with just yourself and not talking to people, or are you talking to friends and kind of keeping your head loose in that case?
I would say it's like before the first match, I'm trying to just get myself ready, and then as the day goes on, I try to like just like kind of loosen up a little bit more. Yeah, that's really.
Oh, moving on to, I thought you had something you want to say. Okay, perfect. Moving on to the next question. Someone that has truly impacted you as a wrestler, whether it's a coach, whether it's a family member, somebody that you look up to, maybe somebody that you've seen on, I don't know, in the Olympics or something. Like, who are you looking as kind of the person that's kind of getting you motivated and locked in for these matches?
Well, for me, it's got to be my dad. He's also a coach for me. He's an assistant coach for our team. But when I was younger, it took me a while to actually get into the sport. Like, I wanted to quit, like middle school area, but he wouldn't let me. Of course, he didn't want me to quit. And then seeing where I'm at now, I'm glad he really did that for me. And yeah.
For me, it's probably like my middle school coach really set it off for me, Sean Kenny. I loved him. And then probably like my club coaches. I always have fun with them.
For me, it's also my dad. He's been behind me every step I took, been from supporting me to getting me where I need, getting me the things I need throughout the years of wrestling. He was just always there for me whenever I needed it.
I would say it's like one of our former teammates, Landon Westerfeld, is definitely a big motivator for me. Like my sophomore year to junior year, that's when I really made a jump, and he really helped me with that, just getting better.
Perfect. So when you guys are traveling to the different tournaments and different schools throughout the year, who is the person that kind of has to be there? Otherwise, it's going to be kind of a rough. Like who's bringing the vibes? Who on the team is bringing the energy and making sure everybody's good to go? And who's got the leadership? I guess is kind of what we're looking at here.
Well, I mean, last year it was our two seniors that graduated, but this year we don't really quite know that yet. But last year we had, like he said, Landon. Okay. He was one of our state qualifiers last year, and then another one, Jason Dillon. They were pretty good leaders. Jason ran most of the practices, like warm-ups and stuff. They were great leaders, but this year we don't know that yet.
Okay, we're gonna find out as the season's upcoming. Okay. We'll go on to this question. If you could wrestle one of your coaches, which coach? And I'm sure some of them get down and they show you things and stuff like that. Which coach, if you could, everything even aside and ages are even, all that kind of stuff, who would you want to wrestle?
It's gotta be my coach, Coach Wise.
Okay.
I don't know if he's here yet. Yeah, he's here. He's the one on the far left.
Okay, down there. All right.
That's because
we're doing coaches interviews as well.
Yeah. Well, my freshman year, sophomore year, I couldn't take him down.
Okay.
But I'm probably same size or bigger than him now, so I'm pretty confident I'm beating him probably.
Okay.
So I want to wrestle him.
For me, it's probably one of our assistant coaches, Alec. He's like a friend to me. And yeah, or Wise.
Yeah, I like to wrestle with Wise. We roll around a lot, and I like to use him as a standpoint to see where I am and where I could be at, and how I can improve.
Perfect.
Mine would definitely be Wise, like they said, because that's.
All right. Well, one last potential shout out. Is there anyone that you want to make sure that you get thanks for before the season starts? Because you know that there's a lot of people who are always in your corner helping you out with things, whether it's family, coaches, whatever. Any last shout outs you want to give to anyone out there? Maybe a teacher that's been helping you kind of, whatever the case may be.
Well, I mean, I basically already shouted him out, but my dad, of course, he's brought me to multiple all-season tournaments. He's paying for my region wrestling, of course. And then the region coaches, they've been in my corner for pretty much every all-season tournament I've been to. And I've leveled up so much in my skill and everything just because of them. So,
For me, it's probably my club coaches, Kevin English and Tyler Bernard. They were always with me and stuff during off season, and yeah, they're basically family.
It's same thing for me. It's my dad and my grandma. They're always there giving me the food and stuff I need, make sure I'm healthy, and also my coaches. They're the only reason why I get to improve my skills and go on throughout the day, knowing I was better than what I was at the end of the day.
Like Remy said, our club coaches, they definitely make off-season fun.
Perfect. All right. Well, guys, thank you very much. Best of luck this season. Appreciate you coming out here this afternoon and hanging out with us a little bit. Hope you guys have got plenty of food and there'll be Dubs and Domino's down there. So we'll see you soon. Best of luck this season. Yeah, absolutely. Take care, guys. All right, we'll have more from the preseason pinfall party right here on the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
Move over Friday. We're making Thursday the best day of the week. Every Thursday, enjoy buy one, get one free boneless wings with takeout or delivery from B-Dubs. Ready to score double the sauce for half the price? Buy one, get one of equal value free boneless wings on Thursday. Not valid with any other offers. Size exclusions may apply. While supplies last, limit one. Delivery and takeout available at participating locations for a limited time. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Valid only for orders placed through BW3's app or website.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results, every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
B-Dubs is bringing a whole new meaning to Turn Up Tuesdays. Score BOGO 50% off traditional wings today only when you saddle up at the bar. Order delivery with the crew or pick up takeout after work. Your move. BW3's, Hammond and Cherville. Welcome back to the preseason pinfall party here live on the Region Sports Network from the Athletic Performance Factory here in Highland, Indiana, where the region comes to wrestle. Joining us here now, we have the Lake Station Fighting Eagles boys wrestling team. How are you guys doing?
Doing great. How about yourself?
Doing good. Celebrating here at the APF. Couldn't be anything better. We got the great food from Domino's and BW3s. Hope you guys are able to dig into that before we get this interview. Let's get started. To ask each of you, what are your guys' names, what are your years, and how long have you been wrestling?
Alrighty, well, my name's Jose Hernandez. I'm in 11th grade now, and I think I've been at this for about 7-8 years. I don't know. Kind of lost track somewhere in there, you know. Here you go, Mateo.
All right. My name is Mateo Duayo, grade 11. I've been at this almost like the same time as Jose, 6 years, not that long.
My name's James Alcox. I've been wrestling for like 6 years, but I'm like a junior.
My name's Anthony Agreda. I've been wrestling for like 3 years, and I'm a junior.
My name's James Lundy. I've been wrestling for a little over a year. I'm a junior.
Okay, for each of you, how has the off-season been leading into this season? What are some things you've done to prepare yourself for this upcoming season?
Well, me personally, I can't speak for everyone else. I've been coming back from an injury. I had an MCL injury late February, and it's been taking a lot out of me to come back from it. But I think we'll be good and ready for this upcoming season.
I just been up to like just cross country, trying to slim down this year. Nothing really much other than that.
I've just been doing football and just spending time in the weight room, just trying to build up some muscle for the season.
I haven't been doing too much. I just been doing football, playing defensive end, for the Lake Station Eagles.
I haven't been doing too much. Just getting a little chunky. Trying to fit my right guard spot for the Lake Station Eagles and bring us a winning season.
I wanted to ask for the couple of you that said you were preparing with the football season. How is that transition from football to wrestling season? How do some of those skills translate from one to another?
Well, most of it is just like the conditioning. Just doing the sport before wrestling season, getting that conditioning up really helps with it really helps with keeping you progressing instead of just worrying about conditioning. It lets you worry about actually getting down the technique instead of just straight running.
Yeah, as Jim Alcox previously mentioned, all the conditioning, it really helps a lot. Like cardiovascular endurance helps on the mat. Also the weight training, the weight room and all that, it really helps a lot for the actual season.
I feel like it's a little iffy because obviously it's two different sports, but I feel like they do combine with the cardio and the physicalness. But I mean, it's not really too much I would say about that.
Wrestling is such a tough sport. What's something that there's one thing the sport has taught you guys to bring into the rest of your everyday life? What would it be?
Something that the sport has taught me, everyday life, well, really discipline. I think, without the sport, I'd be a completely different person. As a young kid, real troubled, not knowing, what sort of road I wanted to go down. I was introduced to this, real young, so I think, that just sent me down the right path, and I feel like if it wasn't for wrestling, I wouldn't be the person I am today.
Same with me. It really changed me because, at first, I didn't do no sports, no nothing. Just a normal kid, just staying at home, playing the game. Then when my friends told me to do wrestling, I said, might as well do it. And I really thank some of my friends for introducing me to wrestling because it taught me, mental toughness and everything with all sports, not just wrestling, every sport.
Wrestling honestly just taught me the value of hard work, because if you work for something, you're going to achieve it if you just put as much work as you possibly can into it, and you're bound to achieve it eventually.
I feel like for me, wrestling has really taught me a lot about perseverance. There's some matches you lose, some matches you win, but either way, you just got to keep going, keep fighting through everything, no matter what.
I would say it taught me a lot about physical toughness on how to keep going no matter if you lose, win. At the end of the day, you got to be proud of yourself and be strong in what you do in your sport. And it's really helped me overcome a lot of difficult things, it really has. And when you get on the mat, it's just you and the man across from you.
If there's one person each of you could wrestle, who would it be and why?
Question. I'd say Bo Bassett because, you see him. He's a smaller guy, but, man, he moves these people around that's that grown man strength. So I definitely want to, feel what his opponents are feeling,
I would want to wrestle Jax Forrest because he's more like a lawn fighter. Well, not lawn fighter, I mean lawn wrestler. And I don't know, I just feel like once I wrestle him, it'll teach me how to actually wrestle better and stuff like that.
I say Caden Hedgeshow because I just watch a lot of his videos, and it really helps you pinpoint the technique on how to properly do things, getting the depth in your shots and everything.
I'd want to wrestle. I feel like in a serious match, I'd probably want to wrestle my coach because I feel like my coach, there's so much he could really teach me in match. In practice, it's more fun. It could be more relaxed. But in an actual match, I feel like he could teach me way more than just that normal practice.
I'm going to steal a little bit of his answer right here. I would say my coach too, because last year kind of bullied me in practice a little bit. He messed me up. So I would say I would just have to get my revenge a little bit and show him I'm actually a little decent. But, yeah, I think he would teach me how to be a better wrestler if we did wrestle. And his skill level is better than none, and he's really good.
If there's one song you have to play before you walk out, or one artist, who is it?
I would say Wood by Alice in Chains. You know, that song just really gets me going. You know, even like day-to-day life, you know, I'm in the shower, I throw that on, I'm ready to attack my day, you know?
I mean, you said to walk out to, right?
Yep.
I don't really know songs like that because I just listen to them. But, like, honestly, I would choose Suavemente by, I forgot his name. It's just like more soothing. Not really soothing, but, like, gets you going, you know?
My walkout song would probably be Drive by Incubus, because it's always choose between the thing that's fun or do what's hard and put the work in.
I feel like my song is a pretty common answer, but I would pick This Love by Pantera. You know, it really gets the blood pumping, the adrenaline going.
I think it's really a hard choice on what song I would probably pick, but if it had to pick, I think it would have to be Firework by Katy Perry. You know, it's just a little, gets you in the groove, it gets you a little locked in. It's a little silly, goofy move, but it's just honestly a good song.
I would say one of those is not like the other, but I like it though.
It's a great answer.
Right. Who's someone who has been the biggest influence to all of you in your wrestling career up to this point?
I feel like I could speak for everyone. I think our coach, you know, that guy, man, you know, he's been with us since, you know, 6th grade, you know, from the get-go. He's been teaching us everything we've known. Everything I know comes from him. You know, he really brought me into it, and he stuck with me, you know, through wins and losses. And he's just a great guy.
Yeah, Jose is right. We really gotta thank our coach, but I gotta add a little bit more, like my friends too, because if it weren't for my friends, I wouldn't be joining this sport, or like, even though like my first day I didn't feel like coming back. My friends told me to come back, and I was like, you know what, might as well.
I got to say my dad, because my dad's the one who got me into wrestling. He's always wanted me to do it, and I finally did it, and I'm happy that I did.
I think for me, it has to be these two right here, Mateo and Jose. You know, Mateo told me if I did wrestling, he would do baseball. He did not do baseball, but I did wrestling. But, you know, they got me into the sport, and now I'm here 3 years later, still going. Yeah.
I would say I got a couple of answers here. I would say start off with our coach, because he's been here, like Jose said, through the wins and losses, and he even encouraged me through the losses and helped me through the losses to get better. And honestly, he's a great guy, and he teaches us so much. And he's a great role model for anybody that wants to pick up or look up after him. And I would say the guys that I'm with right now too, they got me into the sport. Even after we lost some times, we took some L's. They made sure I knew it was cool, and they trained me, teach me better. And also another person I would say is my grandmother, because through everything she supported me through every sport. She's never told me I couldn't do anything. She always made sure I knew the world was endless, and there's nobody that can stop me but me.
In a couple words or phrase, how would you describe the vibe and personality of this team?
As the team as a whole, just a word.
Couple words,
phrase. Okay. Yeah, we're fun guys. They're great company to have, and real strong work ethic. You know.
Fun and hardworking.
Just fun to be around, and like knowing to put the nose to the grindstone whenever we really need to lock into practice.
I'd say this team as a whole is like really encouraging. You know, we help each other out. See somebody lose, you know, we go comfort them. See somebody win, we go congratulate them. You know, through the wins and the losses, we're always there for each other.
I would say as a whole team, we are determined, encouraging, responsible. We really bring each other up and together as a team, and we always have each other's back, no matter if we win, lose, no matter what, we always have each other's back.
And finally, for each of you, what are some individual goals and team goals you want to achieve at the end of the season that'll make you say, this has been a successful year?
Well, as a team, I really want all of us to make it past sectionals. If that'll happen, that'd be spectacular, real great feeling. For me personally, I'd love to make it past regionals. Last year, couldn't make it. That's my own fault. But yeah, as a team, that'd be amazing.
Same what Jose said, going past sectionals and hopefully making it to regionals for me. And yeah.
Me personally, I just want to make it through regionals, and I really hope the whole team at least makes it through sectionals.
I think as a team, I think our first short-term goal should be trying to get everybody to those preseason practices, But I think as a long-term, why not go undefeated, Let's all put it like BTA, as they say, and go undefeated. And as a personal goal, I wanna get less than 5 losses. Last year, I got more than 10, but I wanna change that.
Like Greta said, I would say a team goal would to get everybody here during the preseason and get them working and get the muscles there, and get a good full team this year. And I would say probably a little bit more. Everybody get a sectionals. Yeah, because I feel like we all deserve that. We deserve to be in that position, in that spot, and know how it is to feel it, to be in that lighting. And for me, my personal goal, I would say, is have a winning season, do good this year, and see if I can make it to regionals. I think that'd be a real good goal for me, because last year I was a little bit of a sleeper, but I think this year I got something to prove, something to show.
Sounds like a plan, gentlemen. That's been the Lake Station Fighting Eagles boys wrestling team here at the Athletic Performance Factory for the preseason pinfall party. We're going to go to a commercial break. This has been the preseason pinfall party on the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
Life isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet moments that matter the most. Of effort, of a dream taking root. And behind those moments, there's trust. Thank you for trusting Centier Bank with those moments and making us a part of your story. Thank you for the opportunity to earn your trust.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental care you can believe in.
Huddle up, wing lovers. Double your count for less on Wing Tuesdays at Buffalo Wild Wings. When you buy one order of traditional wings, you can get one for 50% off. That's right, 50% off. No time to dine. We'll order for delivery and wing it up with the crew at home or pick up takeout when you're on the go. Limit one per order. Not valid with any other offers. Additional terms and conditions apply. Big thanks to B-Dubs tonight for helping us out and providing the wings for our preseason pinfall party right here in the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle. We also had Domino's Pizza as well. I know the Michigan City guys, they got to dine a little bit on the wings and the pizza. Hope everything was good for you guys so far. All right. Well, we welcome you into this preseason pinfall party. First off, we're getting the season getting ready to go. So I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves and maybe your grade and then how long you've been wrestling.
My name is Daniel Cohn. I've been wrestling for 5 years, and I'm a senior.
My name is Jonathan Shoemate. I've been wrestling for 3 years, and I'm a senior.
My name is Chase Fondry. I've been wrestling for 5 years, and I'm a senior.
My name is Lucas Nelson. I've been wrestling for 4 years, and I'm a senior.
Okay, perfect. First off, guys, thanks for coming out. We appreciate you guys being here. What has off-season been like for you guys? Any tournaments that you've been going to? Making sure you're keeping the weight up, all that kind of stuff. What has off-season been like for you?
Off-season has been kind of do what you can. So a lot of us have summer or fall sports. So off-season tournaments haven't been mandatory, but kids have been going to national tournaments such as Virginia Beach and whatnot. We've been in the weight room and the practice room as much as we can, usually 2 or 3 times a week, and we've been working pretty hard to make some changes this year.
So also we've been off and on with conditioning. Mostly we're in the weight room, lifting, making sure we're all prepared for when season comes. Also conditioning, like we've been running, doing suicides, all those types of stuff. And that's really been making a difference so far.
All the stuff that you guys really enjoy doing. Right?
Yeah, of course. Why would you? Always
Right?
enjoyable.
That's all the fun stuff. We love that. And, we love watching it as well. So as you guys are kind of getting ready for this season, what are some goals, like some personal goals for yourselves that you're setting, or as team goals? Obviously, we're team aspect here as well, but what are some goals you guys are setting for this upcoming season?
As a team, we should definitely be more synergized with how we wrestle, and also like more focusing on what we need to improve on, like the little bits and pieces that we're missing, and also again with our style, because some of us, we don't know what our style is maybe, and we're trying to get accustomed to what we think is our best style when wrestling, and we're just trying to get into the mind of testing things out and just making sure that when we get on the mat, we're using what we believe is the best strategy to win matches.
So kind of to use phrases from others, but kind of a Michigan City way, if you will, kind of make it the Michigan City way. All right, I like that. That's good. What got you guys involved in wrestling? How did you guys start to do the sport?
Well, me and Chase kind of just said, hey, let's go to wrestling one day. And I think one of our friends was there at the time. They don't wrestle anymore, but from then on, we just kind of stuck with it ever since. And then me and Chase dragged John and then Lucas into it, saying how fun it was while hiding our true intentions of suffering.
True intentions. Okay, perfect. But then, it's got to be fun to, you never really had the experience. We just kind of showed up one day and then found out you actually really do enjoy it.
Yeah.
So it hasn't been too, like you said, 5 years, kind of starting at the middle school aspect. Then that's always entertaining. I like that. That's good stuff. All right, let's get into some nitty gritty type of stuff. Before a match, okay, you're trying to get yourself locked in, trying to get yourself focused, and I want an answer from all of you. What is the genre of music or the particular song that's got to get you in that mindset that you're going to go out there and get the pin?
Well, unfortunately,
we got to remember this is a family show as well. So,
I said, unfortunately for me, I do not really listen to music before matches at all.
Okay.
And I don't know about anyone else. I kind of just like hyping myself up, doing my little jig, if you can say that, and just getting ready to wrestle.
Okay, before we go on with that, we want to see this jig. What is the jig? What is? Are we allowed to do this or?
I know it's gonna be a performer here today.
Say that again.
I said I didn't know I was gonna be a performer here today.
Oh well, you never know. I mean, why not, right?
Okay, I guess
Let's see. Can we get the camera? We can get the camera. Oh, there we go. All right, it's on there. All right. We'll make sure we get that on there. Yeah, you got to do it again. All right, perfect. Yeah. Oh, he's ready to go. He's ready to get in the stance. See, he's already in mid-season form. He's already in mid-season form. That's perfect.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really have a specific song. I don't really listen to music before matches, but maybe drink some water. Same thing. You'll just get kind of warm. That's about it. Not really. I mean, just kind of get ready, get your mind right. I mean, that's about all you can do.
Okay, perfect.
Now for me, I listen to like type of breakcore that kind of gets the blood pumping, adrenaline rushing the body. I get kind of loose when I warm up. I kind of pace myself. Maybe practicing my hand movements and kind of doing, footwork before matches, and that kind of gets me all ready and set up. And I'm always thinking about what I'm going to do before I get on the match.
Okay. So in your head, you're kind of planning things out before, kind of like in football where they're kind of planning out which plays they want to do. You're kind of planning which moves you want to put out there on. Now, when how long in advance do you know who your opponent's going to be? Is that kind of set up, or you find out that day?
Usually I find out that day.
Okay.
But to this year, I might plan ahead and think about who's my opponent and how do I custom to that.
And you guys probably know a fair amount of the wrestlers that you're probably going up against, usually in your weight class, and especially when you get into conference play and stuff like that.
Yeah, some of them, yeah.
So you kind of maybe have an idea of how you want to go about going about that person.
Yeah,
absolutely. Okay, I like it.
I think I might be the only person who actively listens to music here, but usually I listen to some kind of rock and roll.
Okay.
By the end of the year, I was listening to "Rock That Body" by Black Eyed Peas.
Okay.
But in the past, I've been listening to Pink Floyd or Metallica. So.
All right, so that's what no jigs for you or anything, no dance.
No, I do similar to what he does, or I'll just pace around like a lunatic.
Okay, all right. Now, are you guys like talking to your teammates? Are you guys like really just like in your own world, in your own zone at that point?
Sometimes we talk to each other.
Okay.
Sometimes we do talk to each other. It kind of depends if we're in the mood to talk to each other.
Yeah.
But oftentimes before a match, we kind of hype ourselves up, give a pat on the back, you got this.
Mm-hmm.
They're nothing.
Okay.
Type of thing.
So let me ask this: who and obviously we're going to be starting the year, but who on the team is kind of like that guy that's the motivator? If this person wasn't here, would things just kind of go awry? Would you guys miss this particular person? Who's the guy bringing the vibes?
That's a good question. I mean, all of us are really.
You're all vibe guys?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
This is a team.
This is a team.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's good. So you guys are all hyping each other up and making sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to do. All right. Let's go with another hard-hitting question. Before your match, obviously, you guys got to have a good meal, right? So what are we doing meal-wise for the course of the day? Are we stuffing steaks and pastas in the pocket? What are we doing here for
that's
carbs?
A great question. It's kind of like all kind of separate here.
Okay.
Yeah, we're stuffing steaks in double bags like a cartoon. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, hey,
no,
sign me up.
We're not doing the bulldog from the cartoons. No, we usually keep pretty light, pretty carb focused because you want quick energy that you can burn for 6 or 9 minutes at a time. And so the coaches usually provide some stuff, but if it's during a break, we can have some more protein heavy things like turkey or deli meats. But
okay.
For me, it's like drinking like salt, lime, and lemon. Honey water, like all mixed up, kind of gets the energize in my body, and that's what I usually do. I don't eat anything else. Probably maybe a banana or two. That's about it.
Good stuff.
Yeah, same thing. Like maybe a salt drink or something that'll get your electrolytes going, and maybe like a sandwich, peanut butter jelly, or like a banana. Something like that. Just something small. So you don't want to throw up, obviously.
It's right. Yeah.
Not an enjoyable
Not a 3-course meal.
Yeah, I never want to eat too much or else I'll hit with that tight waist. But usually more of what John said. I get a lot of honey in, a lot of that salt water, maybe a little bit of bananas, like you said, and just more of healthy food, stuff like that.
Okay. I did hear a lot of people say like PB&Js. I don't know if you guys do those, like PB&Js. Okay. All right. Okay, so we're eating those PB&Js on tournament days. I like it. All right, if you could, and we put weights even, age even, whatever, if you could wrestle one of your coaches, which coach are you picking to wrestle? They are going to be watching this, so be careful.
I probably wrestle Coach Zach. He's already close to my weight, but if I can get everything the same, maybe I can throw in something here and there.
Okay.
Get him, but he is like really good, so it's not really much I can do.
No, I'm not going to lie. I'd probably stay the same way. I like wrestling Coach Bus. It's pretty fun. He's a good practice partner, great coach. So probably keep it the same here, the heavyweight.
Probably the same way around me, 144. But probably like Chase said, Coach Zach. I mean, he's got his movement going. It's a really good match for me. Everybody else is like 3 weight classes above me. I'm gonna get smushed, and I think that's where I'm saying that.
Yeah.
I'm going for Coach Bus here because if he's my weight class, and that means that he'd have all the skill of being a state champion, which he is, but he'd be my weight, so he'd be giving me the best look of what I'd be looking forward to going against the state champion in my weight class, and it can make me better.
That's perfect. Now he's said I'm going straight for this coach. Like there's no V line. I'm going straight for him. I like that. All right, one last thing. Any shout outs you want to give? Any family members or any coaches that you really want to make sure that you thank in this particular type of situation? Just as you get ready for the season, so many people are in everybody's corners, and someone you want to make sure that you thank before the season gets started.
I personally want to thank my mom and dad for raising me the way I am, because I'm always disciplined to do more and to do my best as much as I can. Also, my teachers for teaching me good morals and all that stuff. And
they do. Yeah. Teachers, awesome.
And also just everybody in general for hyping us up and supporting us throughout all of our seasons, including the parents, everybody, people who come to our matches. I mean, it's a great environment to be in when it comes to wrestling.
Good stuff.
Definitely want to thank my parents because they're really supportive, especially when I'm like, hey, I want to drop this much weight. And they're like, are you sure? Yes? Okay, go ahead. So that's really helped me throughout the season. Just really kind of gain to where I want to be. I also want to thank all the coaches that I've had who have really helped us, especially when they're wrestling you personally, because then, they'll like point out your mistakes, point out everything, and then they'll get you in tip-top shape.
Yeah, just anyone who's helped me along the way. Just keeping me going because, like, my freshman year when I started, got, 2 wins maybe. Probably less than that, honestly. But anyone who's helped me along the way to learn, my parents, get me to practice, get me home, keep me fed and keep a roof over my head, all that stuff. So just grateful for that.
Probably just God, I guess, for surrounding me with all these people, parents, friends and families, anyone who's even decided to wish me well during the season or during my life. I can say I'm really blessed to be surrounded by such kind and thoughtful people.
Awesome, good stuff. All right, well, guys, best of luck this upcoming season. We're going to be rooting for all of you guys, and hopefully for a lot of wins and pins on the mat coming up here this season. So Michigan City looking for some big victories over the course of this season. We'll have more from the preseason pinfall party, including a little interview between Mike Dewan and the Maryville Pirates, so stay tuned on the other side of the break. You are watching the preseason pinfall party right here on the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle.
At Strachan Van Til, we believe grocery shopping should be simple. Now, shopping is easier than ever with our new and improved website. Find what you need fast. Browse your favorite products, add them to your cart, and check out in just a few quick steps. Choose between convenient in-store pickup or let us handle the heavy lifting. From our shelves to your doorstep. Skip the lines, shop your way, and spend more time on what matters most. With our rewards program, enjoy incredible savings and personalized offers every time you shop. Shop online now at strachanvantil.com or download our app today.
Hi, I'm Crowd Company's Lantern Man. If you're a contractor, it's my job to make your insurance coverage simple and affordable. Because I know time is money, I'll come to your business. Certificates and bonds are a snap. Wherever you are, whatever business you're in, we've got you covered. As Crowd Company's Lantern Man, I'm your insurance superhero.
Crowd Company's insurance professionals. Highland, Merrillville, and Michigan City.
Thinking about what to do after high school? Consider a career with Boilermakers Local 374. As a Boilermaker apprentice, you'll earn while you learn. We offer excellent wages and benefits, and as part of our no-cost hands-on apprenticeship program, you'll learn from the best in state-of-the-art training centers and on the job. Become a union Boilermaker and get on your way to a great career. Find out more, visit www.local374.org or call 219-845-1000.
Back here for the preseason pinfall party. I'm stepping in for Michael Bradner here. This is Mike DeWan here with the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle. Now I am joined by the Maryville Pirates. Everybody, thank you all guys so much for coming on out. We really appreciate you guys making the trip. First off, pass the mic down the line. I want to hear your first and last name, your current grade, and then how long you've been wrestling.
Hi, my name is Julianne Cantu. I'm class of 2028, and I've been wrestling for 11 years.
Hi, my name is Megan Thomas. I'm also class of 2028, and I've been wrestling for 2.5 years.
Charisma Lawrence. I'm class of 2026, and I've been wrestling 5 years.
Markel Shelton, class of 2026, and I've been wrestling for 5 years.
Bryce Montgomery, class of 2027, 12 years.
Warren Brown, class 26. I've wrestled for 7 years.
And a lot of out of you guys have been wrestling for quite some time. What has the sport of wrestling, and anybody that wants to speak up, feel free to raise your hand or whatever, but what has the sport of wrestling meant to you over the course of your career?
It has made me build character, and that shaped me overall, and helped me come up throughout life and guide me in the right path to becoming a man, and to have the discipline I have now, and to do the right things, and mentally and physically challenge myself every year to get better, and that's what I look forward to in wrestling. So yeah.
For wrestling, me in life, wrestling has provided me with a sense of family, a sense of hard work. It's gave me a lot of good traits to help me become a young man and go on in life and succeed in life. And yeah, wrestling has helped me a lot through just perseverance, showing up every day, being consistent, and yeah, it's provided me with a lot of good traits.
Yeah, like what he said, it provided a sense of family for me. It gave me an opportunity to compete under the best program. It gave me a sense of belonging. It showed me that I'm able to persevere through hard things and, just be great.
For me, wrestling has helped me realize that no matter the outcome of a situation, it's always going to be back to work the next day. And it doesn't matter win or lose. It's just always, you got to keep pushing on, keep moving forward.
You got nothing? Yeah. Well, for you guys, you talked about it. It's a very good program, on both sides, the boys and the girls. Whatever you guys kind of want to speak on this, but how was that like, kind of working together and experiencing both of your guys' success? Now, you guys kind of both being separate teams, I guess, in this way.
I think it's helped a lot because the girls team, we influence or by the boys, and it gives us a good chance because we do practice with the boys, so it helps us do what the boys are doing, and I feel like that's what makes us so successful because we're doing what the boys are doing and not just what the girls are doing.
Watching the girls wrestle and their success, it brings the boys' spirit, uplifts us to do better, and to see that they're working hard every day and the countless hours and effort they put into the room, really guides us towards the right path of becoming better people for ourselves and, wrestling harder. To see, they're doing good out there, and we want to be just as good as they are doing.
One thing about wrestlers is that they're pretty superstitious. Do you guys have any things you have to do to get in the mindset of it on a given match? Is there any socks you have to wear, any sort of music you have to listen to, and to keep the same, or are you guys just kind of freelancing?
I like to wear Nike men's boxers for every wrestling tournament and match. They just feel comfortable, and I just, it's been that tradition since 8th grade when I first started the tradition, I guess. I always have the same routine every Saturday or before a meet. It's just, I feel like if I break the routine, something bad is going to happen, so yeah.
Okay. For me personally, I like to wear my Lucky underwear, and I also like to listen to music before I wrestle.
For me, it's I just wear Nike socks. I got one pair of Nike socks that I've been wearing for a little minute. I changed it. I got 3 pairs, actually, I should say. 3 pairs. I've switched them out, and yeah. And then I got a playlist with 200 songs on it that I play. And yeah, it gets me in that mode.
Yeah, for me, I don't know if I can say this, but I don't pee before my matches because, it makes me really want to get the match over with, jittery, Also, I stay away from bananas because they give me the fibers, if you know what I mean. So, that's what I do.
I don't have any specific routine.
I don't actually don't either.
Well, that's quite the bunch of superstitions for sure with you guys. Super funny. With you guys, also sports in general, you kind of need somebody to drive you and allow you to do what you do. Do you guys have any sort of mentors you want to give a shout out moving down the line with you guys?
I want to give a shout out to our coaches, Coach Paul, Coach Dave, Michael, and Juan probably, because they're just like always there for us.
Definitely my sister Emily. She did wrestling for 1 year in 8th grade, but that really showed me like, dang, girls can wrestle, and so go Emily.
Yeah. I want to give a shout out to Coach Mikey Delapina. This summer he definitely pushed me a lot. I did compete at Fargo in junior duels, and he trained with me all summer, and he helped me believe in myself. So I want to give a shout out to him.
Yeah, I just want to give a shout out to Coach Paul and Coach David Maldonado. You know, they've been a big part of my athletic career. Coach Fruth, Coach Mikey, Coach Juan, they've all helped me jump levels in the wrestling world, you know, and I'm real thankful for that.
I just want to give a shout out to wrestling coaches and my parents.
I give a shout out to Coach David Maldonado, Lil Dave, and Coach Juan for pushing me every day.
All right, guys, we'll finish out with this. And the expectations are high for both sides, I'd like to say, for the Maryville Pirates. You girls, again, had a fantastic year, and same can be said about the boys. But now we gear up for this season. We can move it down the line once again. We could start maybe individually. What would you like to accomplish? And then if anybody wants to kind of speak on a collective, what would you guys like to accomplish as a team heading into the season?
I'd like to start off with a good record. You know, last year started off with 138, had a little shaky record at the beginning of the year. Looking forward to winning section of regionals, conference, and the Al Smith and semi-state, you know, all the tournaments we got coming up, looking to win them all this year. And, you know, this year, place at state, you know, last year I came up short, losing 4-3. So hopefully this year I can change it around and just, you know, end my senior off with a win. So, yeah.
I would like to win sectionals and regionals and also be a state qualifier.
I want to go undefeated, be a two-piece sectional champ, win regionals, win semi-state, and place top 3 on the podium at state, and then go on the triple crown in folk style, freestyle, and Greco.
I'd like to be a state champ. You know, that's always the end goal for a lot of people, a lot of high achievers. But if I can't do that, I just want to have a really great season, beat those tough matches, and just prove that to myself.
I would like to place at state this year and be a regional champ. I was sectional champ last year, and I could really be a regional champ too. So that, and I want to also help lead my team more, you know, instead of taking the back seat.
I just want to go out and compete this year. I got runner-up last year, so it would be really fun to win it this year, and I did put in the work, so I hope that's the outcome. And for the girls, I hope we did just as good as last year. And at state, we do win because we did get second as a team for the state. And I hope we can be back-to-back team state winners.
Well, let's get to it then. Best of luck, guys, for the Maryville Pirates, who have plenty more coming from the preseason pinfall party. This has been the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle.
IBEW Local 697 isn't just wiring buildings. We're woven into the very fabric of Northwest Indiana. We're your neighbors. Our kids go to school with yours. We stand in the same bleachers cheering for the same high school teams. When you hire a union electrician, you're not just getting the highest quality work, you're supporting our community. IBEW Local 697, proudly powering our own.
Four Seasons Mechanical proudly serves Northwest Indiana, providing quality, reasonably priced, reliable service. With a quality and comfort guarantee, the professionals at Four Seasons Mechanical offer a wide range of services in heating, ventilation, and air conditioning. Whether it's residential or commercial, Four Seasons Mechanical is there 24/7. To find out more, the website is fourseasonsmechanical.com or give them a call at 219-756-7020. Four Seasons Mechanical, your indoor air quality specialists.
Old Man Winter is just around the corner, and that means temperatures will soon begin to drop. And a region winter is not the time to be left out in the cold. The professionals at Economy Electric Heating and Cooling can tune up that old furnace or install a new unit that can last for years. Your family deserves to stay comfortable this winter, and with 24/7 emergency service, comfort is just a phone call away. Economy Electric Heating and Cooling, 219-923-4441. Or for more info, the website is forajobdoneright.com.
Welcome back. Preseason pinfall party here from the Athletic Performance Factory. Michael Brander here with the ladies from Crown Point. Girls, first off, thanks for being here. I know homecoming was last night, so not easy to turn around and come here and do interviews for wrestling, but thanks for coming out. What was the atmosphere like last night at homecoming?
It's great. It was really fun.
A lot of good time. Just one person talking? We're going to spread the word love a little bit?
Very fun.
It was fun. It was fun. It was a lot.
I didn't go, but it looked fun.
Okay, that works. First off, let's go ahead and introduce yourselves and let us know kind of your, maybe just slight background into wrestling, how you got started a little bit.
I'm Ava Strayer. I'm a sophomore, and I got started because my dad was a wrestler and my twin brother's a wrestler. And, yeah, so I just kind of wrestled because they did it.
I'm Kylie Benoit. I'm a senior. And, yeah, my dad and my brother wrestle, too, and I've just wrestled with them. So, yeah.
My name's Helene Papadakis. I'm a sophomore, and I was the first person to wrestle in my family because I thought it was cool and interesting, and I thought I could do it.
I'm Kaylee Taylor. I'm a senior, and I came out for the first girls' call-up meeting my freshman year, and that's why I wrestle.
My name's Kiwa. I'm a senior, and I started wrestling sophomore year because I quit my childhood sport and I wanted to try something new.
All right, awesome. Well, excited to have you all here. Excited to have girls wrestling officially with the IHSAA for just a couple of seasons now, but getting things started. We're getting ready for a new season. What has been your off season? How's your off season been? What have you been doing to kind of prepare for the upcoming season?
I went to junior duels in Fargo, which are both national tournaments, so I just trained a lot in the summer. And then I just finished the grappler, and then now I'm about to do Super 32 before my season starts. So,
I went to the duels and Fargo also, and I've just been training this whole summer.
I'm just trying to train as much as I can this summer to get ready for season runs and stuff like that.
I just did a lot of weightlifting and a few tournaments here and there.
I've been training over the summer and going to all of the practices.
Okay, perfect. Now, obviously, to get in the mood, like to go out there and wrestle, you got to have some hype music, right? What is the hype song that we can allow on here? I guess the family-friendly version of the songs. What would be kind of the hype songs? I see some scared looks right now, right off the bat. They're a little nervous. They were excited to be on here, and all of a sudden, like the seriousness came on as soon as that camera turned on. So maybe the song that kind of gets you hyped up for your match. What do you want to listen to?
I really just play whatever I feel like, whatever just is sounds good. Well, also, this is going to sound weird, but during the season, since it's around Christmas time, sometimes I listen to some Christmas music.
Okay.
So
all right.
That's just what gets me going.
Little jingle bells to get you going. All right.
I don't listen to any music before my matches. I just try to lock in.
You just lock in.
Yeah.
No music, just lock in. All right.
I'm the same way. I can't listen to anything before I go. I just have to focus and yeah.
I like some Korn and some Pantera.
Okay. All right.
I listen to Bruno Mars and One Direction.
Okay. All right, we're going with the boy bands here to get you in the wrestling mood. All right, perfect. All right, is there anyone in particular? We're just trying to get to know you a little bit and spotlight you guys for the upcoming season. Is there anyone in particular that you kind of look up to in terms of wrestling that you kind of use as I want to be like this person, or this person kind of sets me on that straight and narrow, keeps me locked in and focused?
I guess my brother, because he's hardworking, and also we're twins, so we get compared a lot. So I feel like if he's working harder than me, I have to work harder.
Okay.
So
how much older is your brother?
I'm older than him by a minute.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you really are twins.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
My dad used to wrestle, so I just try to be better than how he was. So that's just what keeps me going.
Honestly, my teammates, because it encourages me to like work harder when I see them working harder. So like we're all getting better together.
The same thing. I just like watch my teammates. I like working with them. I like getting better with them.
I think my dad, because he didn't have a lot of opportunities that I have, so I like to like kind of fulfill those.
Yeah, that's good. I like that. So maybe not everybody with a walk-up song, or a song to kind of get you hyped up, ready to go. What is something, though, that you absolutely have to do before a match? Otherwise, things are not going to go well. You have to feel like you have to do this, otherwise it's just going to all just go downhill.
Well, I have to eat. And
Okay, what are we eating? What kind of meal are we eating here? We going full steak? What are we doing? Pasta? What are we doing?
After weigh-ins, I always have a PB&J, and
Okay.
then I also have like some snacks here and there. I really like fruit roll-ups.
Okay.
And then I obviously just like drink my water and stuff. And then about like I usually do this too early, but I like to like pace and like listen to music.
Okay.
And I just like don't talk to anyone until I'm done. So.
After weigh-ins, like before, I always have a banana and like a granola bar, and then and fruit snacks. I like to eat fruit snacks a lot.
After weigh-ins, I have a Bose bite, and then I have to stretch, and I have to like do a little prayer before I wrestle, and then everything will be fine.
After weigh-ins, I probably go for like some green crunchy grapes.
Okay.
And then before my matches, probably I like to pace like Ava does, and
I always have like go-go squeeze applesauce. That's like my go-to. And then before matches, I have to like run around basically.
Okay, so a little pacing, running around. Okay, so a lot of times we'll see teams that like want to get together and talk to people and mingle and kind of keep their head loose or whatever. But you guys like to kind of pace and do your own individual thing. So the team aspect, there's a lot of individuality to it. Why did you start that? Why do you prefer that over kind of maybe talking to others?
Well, I think since before I started, I was obviously wrestling before I went into high school. That's just always what I did. But I think, honestly, last season is when I started to branch out more and not be so, like non-verbal with people, especially with, like, Kylie and my friend Eve. We just, like, they got me more out of the, like, locked-in mindset where I was able to be, like, more free with my wrestling. And so I think that's helped. But, yeah, I don't know why we started doing that, just being locked individually, but...
Nothing wrong with that.
I don't like talking to other people, like on other teams.
Me either.
I
Did I
just
do this job?
Because like I'm there, it's like I'm wrestling against you. Like I'm not gonna want to like go and be friends with you. Like maybe after, yeah, but like while I'm wrestling, no.
Yeah, like same for me. I feel like it's like the before and after. Like before, I have to like focus and like just like get ready for everything, like by myself to like know that I could do it like by myself and not be like dependent. But it's like afterwards, it's nice to like get with your team and like celebrate or like talk about like the losses or anything after that.
Yeah, I feel like I just like I need to like have my own moment so I don't get like crazy anxious before a match because I do get very anxious. So like having that like minute to myself to just pace back and forth really helps with that.
Nice.
I just don't like getting like distracted before like matches. Like I kind of want to do it my own, and then also like in the mat, like we're not friends. After the mat, we are friends. Like we can start talking to each other.
Fair enough. Okay, so kind of a question to kind of what you guys were saying. Like we're not friends. Like once we get in that circle, like it's not, or on that mat, like we're not friends. We're not talking or anything like that. Is there anyone in particular that you are looking forward to wrestling, or anyone that you feel that you have wrestled already that really pushed you to be better? Right? I see the giggles going already. Like you got somebody in mind already. Like I'm looking forward to facing off against this person.
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm going to be at the 130-pound weight class, so I don't really know anyone that's going to be there. But if I were... I don't want to call people out, but there's like... If I were to go 135, which I don't think I will, there'd be a couple girls that I want to wrestle. But I don't want to...
be a bad day.
I don't want to start stuff, so
Okay.
I'm just going to leave it like that. But last year... I did have this, her name is Kyla Johnson. I thought I was going to have to wrestle her, but I did not have to, but, cause she was ranked first. She was ranked above me before the season started, but then obviously she went to a different weight class, but we did have to wrestle at Freestyle State, so that was like my motivation.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not asking the question to start drama or anything like that. Just, there's always, like, when you're a team, like, there's always that team, like, you want to face, because you know it's going to make you a better athlete, a better wrestler. So that's kind of the point of that question.
This year I don't know because I'm going to a new weight class and I'm not sure who's gonna like all be in that weight class. But last year
I had to wrestle like my teammate that I wrestled with like all summer before. I had to wrestle her like 4 times, so I was just like, and we're like the same, like we just like know what everyone's gonna do. So I was just like had to push myself more, I guess.
For me, I feel like all of my matches had like lows and highs, so I feel like this upcoming season is gonna be like filled with new things, because like everyone changes, like wrestlers change, like I change, so I feel it'll be a good season. So I have no one in particular that I'm like looking out for.
I feel like last season I definitely wanted to compete with the Maryville girls a lot because they were really good wrestlers, and they really pushed me to be a better wrestler myself, because at practice I'm like, I have to beat this girl. It make me push myself harder. So that's what I'm looking forward to wrestling with the Maryville girls.
Okay. Yeah, me too. Like last season I wrestled this one Maryville girl, and like we would see each other like almost every single time we would go to a tournament, and I liked wrestling with her even though like she would beat me most of the times, but that's
nice. Good stuff. All right. A lot of times we'll see after a win or after a particular, maybe it's a touchdown, maybe it's a 3-point basket, we'll see kind of a celebratory dance. Is there a special, dance or victory, something that you all might want to do, maybe once you get off the mat, away from everyone, so you don't start anything? But is there a particular moment after you get a victory that like you have to do this?
I don't really celebrate after my wins because I don't want to seem too cocky. The only time I really celebrated was after after I won state. I just like clapped a little, and people said I should have done more, but I don't want to be like too cocky because you never know if you're gonna have to wrestle them again and that they beat you. So
that's true. Motivate somebody else against you.
Yeah, I don't ever do anything after like wins. I just like get off the mat and
Okay.
No, yeah, I do the same thing, but like afterwards, like if I'm really excited about something, like we'll go in like a little circle of friends and like clap in the circle.
Good stuff.
Yeah, like I feel like it's not crazy respectful like celebrate while you're on the mat. I don't like that.
Okay.
So I feel like waiting until you get off the mat or just not celebrating in general, because they did go out there and like put their foot on the mat, like put their toe on the line. Like I don't think celebrating.
Okay.
Yeah, me too. Like I don't celebrate after my matches. I usually just like kind of hug them or like smile at them, just to like acknowledge like I respect you for wrestling with me.
All right. Is there anyone in particular at this point that you want to give a shout out to, like a thanks? Thanks for always being in my corner. Thanks for helping me out, getting me to where you are today.
Yeah, my mom and dad, like my dad is Coach Jer, the head coach, and Coach Javier Salas, and the Highland coach down there. I don't know if I can say this, but Coach Maldonado, he's a great guy and he helps me a lot. So.
My parents for always making me like continue and like pushing myself and not letting me like get lazy and like skip practice and all that.
Definitely my parents and my coaches and my teammates. Like they all push me to get better and like support me through everything. So I really appreciate them for that.
Definitely my mom. She pushes me to come to every practice even when I don't feel like it.
I think my parents, just because like I was going against some like culture, like it's like a culture shock for a girl to be in a male sport, so I'm glad that they like accepted me to do it.
Perfect. All right. Well, thank you very much for coming out today. We appreciate you all being here. Safe travels back to Crown Point, and best of luck on this upcoming season. We'll have more from the preseason pinfall party where the region comes to wrestle.
When it comes to your money, you deserve more than just numbers on a page. You deserve someone who sees the full picture. Meet Mark Machnick, one of Northwest Indiana's most trusted accounting professionals. Whether you're running a business, planning for retirement, or just trying to make sense of tax season, Mark Machnick, located in Highland, makes it simple, personal, and believe it or not, painless. Contact Mark and his team today at 219-595-5290. Mark Machnick, CPA.
Move over Friday. We're making Thursday the best day of the week. Every Thursday, enjoy buy one, get one free boneless wings with takeout or delivery from B-Dubs. Ready to score double the sauce for half the price? Buy one, get one of equal value free boneless wings on Thursday. Not valid with any other offers. Size exclusions may apply. While supplies last, limit one. Delivery and takeout available at participating locations for a limited time. Delivery subject to availability. Fees may apply. Valid only for orders placed through BW3's app or website.
Flip the switch, a light turns on. Press the button, machines and instruments come to life. Touch the screen, communicate with the world. Simple tasks, guaranteed results every second of every day. That's the power of power. And that's the power brought to you by the NECA contractors and electrical workers of Local 531.
At Blyce, we're used to having the athlete shop at our store.
Down, sit, put.
But sometimes they get carried away. Blyce, this is where the athlete shops.
Life isn't always loud. Sometimes it's the quiet moments that matter the most. Of effort, of a dream taking root. And behind those moments, there's trust. Thank you for trusting Centier Bank with those moments and making us a part of your story. Thank you for the opportunity to earn your trust.
Welcome back to the preseason pinfall party here on the Region Sports Network from the Athletic Performance Factory. It has been a great day of talking about wrestling. Plenty of things to talk about. We got Danny with us. Welcome in, my friend.
Thank you very much.
How are you doing?
Good. We had a great day today. We had some really good numbers. We had some really cool coaches come in and bring some of the guys, put some names to some of these faces. A lot of the fans out there like me would like to see these kids up close and then get a little bit personal with these guys and understand what they're talking about. We also had some really cool sponsors help us out today. Some parents came in, was hanging out. We even had help from some of the parents setting up tables and taking down tables from the wrestlers. But it's to be expected with the wrestling family. We're all a huge family, and we come together in situations like this just to bring light to the kids and to get support from Region Sport and the rest of the guys. It's a great day today.
Yeah, it was fun. I got to check some of the coverage from earlier today, and then obviously getting to talk to some of the wrestlers. Zach Miller, you got to talk to some of the wrestlers as well. Happy birthday, by the way, again. We got plenty of stuff from Strachan Van Til and Domino's helping us out, and Justin Cole's even waving the birthday balloon that we got you for your birthday. But, I mean, it's so cool to get to talk to these wrestlers and kind of, give them a chance to kind of explain their love of the sport and why they got into it, who they appreciate the most, and how they get locked in and zoned in and stuff like that. It's a different aspect. I don't get to cover a whole lot of the wrestling stuff, so getting to learn a little bit about these ins and outs, it's really interesting.
Yes, Zach, you've been a part of this now for a couple of years, and we brought you up to speed on a lot of it. And now you're becoming a seasoned veteran on all these situations. You can actually have wrestling conversations and everything now. We're going to bring him up to speed, I'm sure, the same way.
Yeah, there you go.
It's fun. You're going to love it. The wrestling family, as everyone knows, it's a huge family.
Yeah.
Your opponents become your brother really fast, and everyone travels together, and we've seen that today. They all showed up, and it was really cool.
And it's fun to be able to say, okay, now the IHSCA is including more of the girls' aspect of this in wrestling as well, having their own divisions and stuff like that, own weight classes, and so much fun just to be able to continue to grow a sport that so many people, like you said, are a family, a sport that you guys even said, like, somebody knows somebody in the wrestling community. Right. It's not too far away. So really fun to be a part of it.
They say 5 degrees of separation for everybody in the world. Wrestling, it's like 2, maybe 2.5.
Yep.
So, I mean, this event, it's quintessential wrestling community, like we said. I mean, we're helping everybody out. We got to the end here. We had the Michigan City group. They were helping us out at the end, clean up everything. I mean, this is a great event. We were able to have great sponsors, great food. I mean, I don't think there's much of any food left. This is definitely empty right here. I mean, Domino's, Buffalo Wild Wings. It was a great event today. I'm glad to share with you, too.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. All right, we got to thank Ethos Dental, Mark Stojkovic, for helping us out and being a part of today's events as well, and Herdzik Party Rentals, getting us the chairs and tables that were needed down there on the lower level where Danny was hanging out with the coaches today, and all the athletes were hanging out as well, mingling amongst each other before you might have to go toe-to-toe on the mat at some point.
That's right.
I wonder, we'll have to go back and look at this. I wonder how many future opponents were here
there's
mingling
a lot
today.
There's a lot. There was a few of them that had gotten beaten and taken around by the other ones, and then those were brought up in situations. But the good thing about the wrestlers is here we usually use it as fuel, and so it's a banter that's a fun banter between the athletes. Plus, you don't really do that in a lot of the other sports because they'll want to fight you. In wrestling, you don't want to fight them.
No.
In a few of the interviews we had earlier with some of the wrestlers that were live, they were saying as much. They were like, this is exactly what we want. We have a couple of our adversaries at that point. But in the wrestling community, before you get on the mat and after, it's all love and it's all family. And they, more than anything, they're just excited to test their skills against one another.
All right, Doug Schaefer, big thanks here for the Athletic Performance Factory as well. Justin Cole doing a lot of great work in the background as well. Zach Sinelli helping out with production. Great atmosphere here. Danny Bell, Zach Miller, Michael Brandner, sports director Mike Dewan. He's over here just literally to this side of the camera over here. Chris Ramirez, our executive producer. Rich Castillo been down working as well. Heather Ames, big thanks to everybody involved that's been here today. So, family here at the Region Sports Network as well. It doesn't, this whole thing doesn't happen without everybody doing their part. And a big shout out. We had a lot of people helping out with setting up tables, and then Michigan City helping take down tables. So, it's all a family atmosphere. We love every single part of it. So that'll wrap things up here at the preseason pinfall party right here on the Region Sports Network, where the region comes to wrestle.
With offices in Munster and Cedar Lake, Ethos Dental Group offers a full scope of general and cosmetic dentistry with expertise ranging from porcelain veneers to dental implants, crowns, and bridges. At Ethos Dental Group, you're assured that Dr. Mark Stojkovic and his associates, Dr. Emily Hansen and Dr. Brian Douts, utilize the latest in technology. Check out ethosdentalgroup.com or call 219-595-3432 to schedule an appointment. Ethos Dental Group, dental